this is our time. This is our place. We are recording, and it's time to go do a show in 3, 2, 1.
I think these wood gathering trips would be more beneficial.
Nah, it's the wrong one. Why is that playing? Hold on. Sorry. My bad. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's okay. Scott, gosh dang it. All right, here we go. For real now. In 3, 2, 1.
Sorry about my hair, my nose hair, the hair on my nose, but I gotta have hair on my mustache to have a mustache, so that's what I can do about it. But have a great day, God bless you, don't be ignorant, be rude.
I think these wood gathering trips would be more beneficial if someone besides me actually gathered some wood.
The morning stream. You didn't say the magic word.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. It is the morning stream for Monday, September 28th, 2020. I'm Scott Johnson. That guy right there is Brian Ibbett.
Howdy,
Brian.
Happy Monday to you.
Oh, it's fine to say happy Monday, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, we're not done with it yet. I slept really well last night, but for some reason this morning, maybe it's because I slept so well, but I'm just kind of out of it. Like I can't keep stuff straight. I don't know which way is up. Just trying to get stuff done. Had a really long day yesterday. Ended it with D&D, which always drains my brain. And so maybe today I'm just kind of just can't get my head around it.
There's something to be said that getting too much sleep or getting a really good night's sleep can sometimes be just as foggy as not getting enough sleep.
Yeah, that's how it feels today. So I'm gonna muscle through. I'm gonna do my best. We got a great show lined up with all sorts of guests and stuff and things. Got a little contest coming up. We got some an important giveaway here in a minute. We got some emails. We got some great stories to talk about. The newsroom has been busy pounding out the important stories.
Yeah, I walked by there on the way to the booth this morning, and boy, the noise, the typewriters, the teletyper, the ticker tape coming out of the thing for our stock reports on the 27s. It was just amazing.
Busy as bees in there. We're proud of that whole team. They're really knocking it out of the park. So well done, guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna give each of them a bonus this week, just to thank them for the job well done. Good job, news team.
There's got to be some listener somewhere who literally gets his or her news from this show. Like they don't listen to any other kinds of news.
Sure.
They just happen to hear the crap we talk about. Someone exists like that.
I envy them, really, because
I do too.
I mean, you look at all the stuff that we could be talking about, and this is far better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's got to be some listeners who found us and are disappointed because one of the categories are limited on podcast platforms. They were basically the iTunes ones were the ones that kind of founded everything, and now everybody adheres to the same ones. But they're just kind of they're limited. Nothing. There's no category for morning show or those don't exist. So what we have instead is news and politics. Well, we don't really do either of those things in earnest at all, yet I'm sure somebody comes here and finds out that we're here. But then we have the comedy subcategory. But we just don't fit. We don't fit in a hole, Brian. There's no hole to fit in.
You can't pigeonhole us. You can't just label us with your labels.
That's right. You don't take that square peg and lube it up and make it fit in that round hole.
Hello. Yeah,
maybe the lube part went too far.
Just does not matter how much lube you put on that square peg. It is not going to fit in the round hole. Unless it's a smaller square peg than the round hole. Then it'll totally fit
That's true. That's true. We had a friend growing up. Her name was Peggy, and she was boring, and we called her Square Peg, and I'm not kidding. All right. Moving on. That is the absolute truth. Hey, so busy weekend notwithstanding, we got stuff to do today. We're hurtling toward October, which starts in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And that's exciting for a couple of reasons. One, I like the month of October typically. Now, how history will shine on October 2020, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But I usually
probably the same way it's shined on the rest of 2020.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it probably isn't. Yeah, you're wrong. You're not wrong.
It'll be a dumpster fire of a different color for
Exactly.
October.
Yeah, it'll be some red and orange. It'll be yellow,
Right, yes.
in the dumpster.
Like
but
candy corn. It's a candy corn dumpster
it's
fire.
a candy corn dumpster fire. I like that a lot. So anyway, I love it because the mountains near us all change. Start changing color, and it gets really vivid and cool, and the weather chills out. I can wear long sleeve shirts like this and hats again and stuff, and I just don't feel all hot and bothered. And I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of feeling optimistic going into the fall. Weirdly, despite the the looming fear of things like normal flu season and COVID having resurgences in places if people aren't careful. Also, whether they're careful or not, we're all going to be jammed indoors as cold weather comes, and I don't know. All that stuff should be freaking me out, but instead I'm just feeling like, all right, we got this October. Let's get in there and make it happen. Well, part of it is Halloween, whatever that's going to look like this year. And Gabby wrote in with the subject line Halloween.
Okay.
That's how I knew it was about Halloween. Was
good.
The
That's usually
line.
a good tip-off. She did not include the apostrophe between the two E's. Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. It says this. Guys. Seems like she might want to call us out.
Oh, gosh. Oh, already we're starting with this. Okay. All right.
You missed what could be the worst worn Halloween costumes of the year. Most worn, not worst. Sorry.
Most worn. Yes.
Not worst. Most worn costumes. Because we were talking about what we thought would be the big ones this year.
Yeah.
And she says it'll be RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg costumes. Now, in fairness, I think Brian and I may have talked about this before her death. I think.
I don't remember it, but
she just died.
We may have.
She just died like what a week and not even a half ago.
A little over a week ago,
yeah.
Like a week and 3 days.
So to our defense, I think we may have not had this opportunity because in a normal year when she was alive and well, nobody was thinking about dressing like RGB. I always want to say RPG for some reason.
I kind of always want to say RGB.
Yeah, RGB is also easy to say. Anyway, you wear a black robe, a lace collar, some glasses, and you are now the mighty Supreme Court Justice, her amazing self.
Yeah.
We live in a tiny town where everyone knows one another, so we make a list of those who will have candy and ask them to wear masks, have the candy outside, and put out individual bags for the kids to grab. I hope yours is fun.
That's cool.
Love the show, Gabby. Yeah. So a bit of that is happening here. It's kind of like the I think I told you in April and for Easter. I think I talked about this. There's a dude in a big Easter costume, like a big rabbit costume. I guess he's called the Easter Bunny now that I really think about it.
Sure.
Jeez. Scott.
Isn't there a giant rabbit called the Easter something?
I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Anyway, the Easter Bunny dressed up out there, big ears and all that, and then he had some helpers and he would dance the whole time. I actually have video of this, but he would dance the whole time. And your job as a person of the neighborhood would be in your car. You would drive up like a drive up to where these people were standing, and then these people with gloves would hand you a little Easter treat bag through the thing. So you could, something like that for Halloween be okay, right? Like a little
that'd be totally fine. Yeah.
So there are options. There are things. Gabby,
I mean, I think I kind of looking forward to setting up the candy tunnel, the candy skull tunnel. It's certainly, I don't think it's going to be as nice as the one that we posted in the show or that we showed in the episode last week with the the stand in the grass and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe that, now that I think about it, that was pretty easy to do. It would really just be a matter of 5 PVC pipes, right, to get that thing supported.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was hard, but it seemed like it would take time, and I feel like I don't have any of that. So,
there's that.
But my wife, she'll probably think of something. I'm not that worried about it. I mean, even if it means this very simple idea of, hey, we knew who's coming over, or we have names of people who are going to do it or whatever. And then we can be personalized about it. You can actually make a little bag that says...
Yeah, I mean, if you like Gabby, if you know all the people that are coming over to get candy, that helps. Previous years, we've gotten a lot of the... we have a really well laid out neighborhood system here, which makes it easy for people around us whose houses are more further apart
Yeah.
to come to our neighborhood, drop the kids off at one end. They zigzag back and forth and hit all these places. And then basically they meet them at the other side, which is just a block away drive for the person dropping them off. So it's really just like a drop them off at point B, slowly meander my way to point D. And in the meantime, they've hit, every house in between.
What was the dude? What was the parent do? Just park and read Facebook for the next half hour? Okay.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Hopefully that's all they do.
Well, you never know. No, that's cool. Like we have a neighborhood like that normally as well, but this year being so weird, I think we'll try to personalize it. Gabby, you've given me an idea. I'm going to talk to Kim. We're going to see if we can do something cool like that. So done.
I think we're going to get so many anonymous kids that we're just going to kind of prepare for candy delivery in a very socially distant, friendly way, just to please everybody, right? We'll be there with candy, but we'll also be socially distant, so both sides of the aisle will be happy.
That's right. Right and left, center, doesn't matter where you are.
We give out red candy. We give out blue candy. It doesn't matter.
Nope. You people that are so left, you're already right, and you just don't know it. Some of you right far righters, are already left. You don't even know that you're already on the left.
Exactly.
You've come all the way around.
You don't even know.
You're like the pig on Toy Story 2. He's like trying to get to that channel. He's like, it's just faster to just keep going to get to the channel. Just keep going. All right.
You're on the other side.
I like that movie. All right.
It's the first time I've tried to do a Wallace Shawn. All right, there we go.
You know what? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Inconceivable.
You're the Grand Nagus suddenly. Very well
That's
done.
right. That's right, yes.
Wasn't he the Grand? Oh, yeah, I have that right.
He was. And he was also Andre in My Dinner with Andre.
Oh, right. Oh, my gosh. Wallace Shawn, American Treasure. Okay.
That's right.
Brian, we have this to do.
Prize to give away, Scott.
Yeah, we're going to give away a prize. It's I play the Hollywood music because it makes perfect sense to do that. Oh, it's weird saying that word because my wife and daughter are rewatching all of the British Bake-Offs and like a giant binge of it.
Kind of in preparation for the new season that just started?
Yeah, and so they're going hard on all of it. They've just gotten to the one where, I don't even know how to describe these people. Anyway, whatever. I think it's 6 or 7 or something like that.
Several British people, Scott.
There's
an
several
old lady and a younger kind of hottie.
There are several British people involved. This I can confirm for sure. But anyway, so I'm thinking of Paul Hollywood all the time. So saying Hollywood just freaked me out. Anyway,
sure, yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so we're going to award our film festival contest.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. We're going to give away the prizes. Brian, you probably should recount what the prizes were so people can see what they missed out on for not.
Oh well, I should get the box then.
Yeah, grab that box. Let's talk about what they're going to get, and then we're gonna. This is not a call now moment, everybody. Brian is later. Dunaway's later. I saw a couple calls already come through. I'm like, no, you're not calling for anything yet. We're doing a separate thing. This is a giveaway for the film festival that we ran.
So I'm repurposing a Geek Fuel box, this big box of Geek Fuel. But I'm repurposing it with things that did not come in said big box of Geek Fuel. For example, a Griffin hatchling from the World of Warcraft. There it is right there.
Yeah.
Hi!
Oh, yeah, look at him. Yeah.
Yep. Mint and bag. I don't know. If
People had to wait in
but
line to get stuff like that, so this is good.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, this is just there's a few more things I'm going to add to this bag. A Lilu Dallas multipass.
Nice. That's a winner.
A helmet from Fallout.
Oop, Fallout helmet. That's a winner. Chicken
Also
dinner.
mint.
Yep.
Mint and bag.
Love it.
And
War
Frog Pants.
never changes. All right.
A bag from Frog Pants from Nerdtacular
2015. I think so. Best year there we ever did. Well done.
Complete with all the contents inside it.
Yeah, those are rare. I actually have a couple here as well, but I don't know what to do with them.
A pair of Teen Wolf buttons.
Ah, Teen Wolf buttons.
Teen Wolf buttons.
All right.
And keeping with that teen theme, a Michelangelo mint on card action figure.
Just kidding. Just kidding. That's a good one too. Nothing wrong with it.
A sticker that says "Be excellent to each other." I'm not going to pull that out, but there's one of those in there too.
Yeah.
And whatever else I grab, and basically, I might as well fill this box to brimming because it'll cost me close to the same amount of shipping to have this box full.
What's normally in a Teen Wolf? What's normally in a Geek Fuel box? Is that just nerd stuff?
Well,
or?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure and the Teen Wolf buttons came in this one.
All right, so it's just one of those kind of
Easily
boxes.
enough, they never left that box, yeah. And then you get a T-shirt and a mug and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
you know,
Because it sounds like
stuff.
an energy drink is the reason I ask.
Geek Fuel, it totally does. Yeah,
Yeah.
Geek Fuel is basically Loot Crate, but in my opinion, IMO,
Yeah.
they had much better stuff.
I would trust your opinion on that because you tried all that stuff, so I believe
I
you.
tried all that stuff. There's only two that I still do, Geek Fuel and Marvel Gear and Goods, which is like stuff for the house.
Ah.
So like I have Spider-Man throw pillows and Black Widow coasters, and actually here's like a
Useful houseware.
useful houseware. Here's a Black Bolt coaster that I use for my soft drinks.
Why is he telling us to be quiet? What is that about? Why is he doing
Come on, what do you know about Black Bolt?
I know very little about Black Bolt.
If Black Bolt speaks,
Yeah.
he levels mountains.
Oh, he's the guy that just goes blah and everybody falls to pieces. Okay.
Exactly, yes.
All right. Got it.
I remember issue 7 when he went blah, and Medusa went nah.
So does he have to whisper all the time? I've never read a single Black Bolt comic.
He's completely silent, which was a difficult thing for Anson Mount on that Inhumans ABC series. That
Gotcha.
lasted one season.
Yeah, Black Bolt's Marvel, and for those asking in the chat, and I always mix him up with Black Adam. That's what I mix him up with.
Oh, sure. Okay, makes sense.
And so in my mind, those two characters are just mushed together. They're just mushed. It's the same two people.
Let's talk about crossing the aisle, right? Because Black Adam's your DC and Black Bolt's your Marvel, and
Coming to the center. All right. So we had our film festival. We'll do more of these in the future. But we have a winner today. Brian, would you like to announce our winner of the contest?
yes. Do you have a drum roll? Do you probably you don't have a drum roll button? do you?
Let's do a lead up of some sort.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. Nope. So we'll just do this.
I like to eat.
Okay, go.
And congratulations to Michael Miller. His piece, and with permission from all of them, we'll make all of them available for people to check out, or at least our top 3 we'll make available for everybody to check out. Michael Miller did the top 10 things you did not know about TMS, and he had amazing green screen work, costume changes in between each thing. And the costumes this guy has, like, you know, he's a 70s dude in this one, or he's a rock and roller in this other one, and he's got wigs for every thing, and then he's got a NASCAR outfit with Viagra in across the chest.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, he appears to have gone all out. Well done, Michael.
He absolutely went all out.
Oh,
so
here's his winning sound. There you go. That's it.
Perfect. Wow.
Yeah.
An achievement unlocked for
Yeah.
Michael Miller.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Michael Miller. We will put links to our top 3 runners up, by the way, Kit Robertson and Terry Heemstra, both of which also did very, very well.
We'll post all of them, assuming you guys are okay with us posting them. We just want to make sure that's cool before we do it. So
yeah,
if you guys are down with that,
I think you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the winner in chat right now, and we'll. But you know, on your honor, people, don't watch this until TMS is done. Don't watch it now, because
why would you watch it now? Yeah, there's show to do.
There's show to do.
There's a whole other contest coming up here in a second.
Just add that link to your to your browser, save it, pause the video, and then come back to it afterwards after TMS.
Yeah, see, these are easy to understand instructions. Write them down if you have to. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
Don't go. Don't please don't go.
Please don't go. All right, we're gonna do some of this in our life. I could listen to that all day. Hey, check it out. That music means it's time for us to play Battle Royale with our friend Brian Dunaway, all the way from South Carolina. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey.
Y'all hear
hi,
that music too then? I thought that was just me.
No, it's
That was music Scott was playing.
Yeah, that's
thank God.
Yeah, that's actually
yeah, very
not
good.
just in your head.
Hey, real quick, how did the Panthers do this year? I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, there's only been 3 games.
Right.
I guess how
far
are
this
they
year,
doing this
they've
year?
Done,
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have they won any of their games that they have played? Have they played any
that's
games?
a darn good question. I haven't even looked to see what happened this past week. So far, it's been a poop show, but let's see. I don't know. It's a good question.
They got to be doing better than the Broncos.
Right?
It's doing better than the Broncos.
You tell me, because
0-3.
Yeah.
Right.
They won yesterday.
Carolina
says
Panthers
Tara
are.
Nick. Tara Nick says they won yesterday, whatever that means. So
Okay.
They must
Oh,
have
well, good.
played.
Good for them.
I
I have been
There you
watching Cam Newton on his in his new job at the Patriots, so I've been watching that a little bit.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the Patriots, so F them. And,
Well, I thought I hated the Patriots too. Apparently, I just hated Tom Brady. So once he was gone, I was like,
now that he's out of there, you're like, all
I
into
didn't
it.
know that about myself.
By the
But
way,
apparently that's the thing.
By the way, there was a great headline yesterday for Joe Montana. Now, the thing that actually happened is sort of serious and kind of decent.
Yeah.
He stopped a kidnapping from happening. He was walking around with his granddaughter, and some lady tried to come take her, and he stopped
horrendous,
it.
yeah.
But the headline, headlines matter, you guys. You got to write. You got to be smart about how you write these. The headline was literally, "Joe Montana stops kidnapping," and I thought, oh great, he quit. He's done kidnapping. No more.
Good, yeah.
Joe Montana kidnappings to worry about.
I'm glad you thought that to yourself and didn't put it on any sort of social media platform.
Yeah, I didn't put it anywhere. I figured this. I thought you're still on your fast, so I figured you hadn't heard about it yet.
It was on Facebook, Scott.
I did. I put it on.
Yes, and I am still on my fast. I resisted. Holy cow! Run, jump, stomp. Our friend Bill from ANTP had me on his show to talk about Tempest.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, Brian, thanks for being on my show. And would you do me a favor and share it? Retweet the fact that I had you on my show on 143 pixels. And please, do me a favor, do me a solid and share this." And I said, "Nope, I'm fasting on Twitter."
Man.
I'm going to retweet him and say this.
And he's like, "How about you come back in a month then?"
Yeah.
Jerk.
I'm going to get on. I'm going to reshare it. And I'm going to get off. But in the meantime, everybody check out my episode of. Actually, I did reshare it or retweet it. Check out my episode of 143 Pixels from Bill, Run Jump Stomp. It was a great time. We talked about Tempest. There's more to the story of Tempest for me than just, I've got one in my room here.
Sure, it's a good thing I like Bill.
I've got a great
taking up my time with that.
I have a good Bill clip somewhere, but I can't find it. Where is that thing? I have a clip from one of the things he said in the first season of ANTP, and I cannot find it.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah,
he was talking about Bridget's armpits or something, or his ladies coming out or something like that.
Yeah, what was that? I can't find it. I have it somewhere.
My girls. Look for the word girls.
Girls. All right, I'm finding it. Girls. Oh, man, there's so many. Girls. Oh, there's so many. Oh,
so
hey,
many
is it this
girls.
One? Is it? Hold it. No, you guys can't hear that.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't find it. Well, that was a fun detour. Let's now welcome our guest to the program. We have somebody who we're going to be playing for, and they're going to have to choose who they think is going to be the winner. Hi, thanks for being so patient. Who's this?
This is Jay from New Hampshire.
Ooh, Hampshire.
Ooh,
That's
New
the
Hampshire.
Hobbits. That's the American Hobbit town. Welcome to the show.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
good to have you here. We're going to play a game in your favor, we hope. And Brian's
Jay,
going to explain how
Jay
it
and I were
works.
just talking about what a great time we had visiting. We did 4 state capitals in one day. And Concord, New Hampshire was one of those.
Oh.
One
very
of those
nice.
4.
Very
Good
nice.
times. Good times.
Yeah,
Montpelier, Concord, Providence, and Boston.
Wait, is there
Yeah.
a Boston? You're not talking about Boston. There's not a Boston.
Massachusetts?
Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah, Boston, Massachusetts.
Totally what I'm talking about, yes.
I shouldn't be allowed to speak today.
Boston, New Mexico. That's the one I'm talking about, Scott.
Oh.
Boston baked beans down at the 7-Eleven.
We lost him, by the way. He hung up.
Oh, no, we
Oh
lost
no!
Jay. Yeah, that
Look
sounds-
at you! You insulted it. You
I know,
you
he
insulted
hung
him.
up when I...
This might be him. Let's find out. Okay. Hi, who's this?
Hey, Jay again.
Oh.
Here, Bill
All right,
Phillips.
good deal.
Okay. I'm glad it's you because I was all worried what happened to you there. No worries. All right,
Yeah.
Jay, we're going to play a game. You're going to win, I think, because you're just here, and that's how you win. Well, not really. You have to pick right. Brian will explain it. And
Why are
he'll
you
tell
still
everything.
talking, Scott?
I don't know.
Jay, I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic, and they're going to go back and forth giving me answers to that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, that's likely, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Dunaway. Your job is to predict who's going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you're playing for carryover prizes from last week, a Fear Steve plushie, a little plushie duck, and a bag of Phoenix Pearl tea, courtesy of phoenixpearltea.com. Go check them out. I'm adding the DVD from Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my Lord!
The very
we just
one that we
this.
watched for Film Sack yesterday.
Yeah,
But you didn't open yours, right?
No,
yours is still
actually, I think
sealed.
Mine's still sealed. Yeah. So, I mean, of course I opened it because that would have been the only legal way for me to watch it, Brian.
Apologies. You are correct. I'm sorry. Yeah. You resealed it with your heat gun.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
We definitely didn't have Dunaway rip a copy and us all borrow the file. That didn't happen.
Exactly.
And I definitely didn't do that and then run into trouble and then log onto somebody's Plex server and download it.
No,
none of those things
happened. No.
What's also cool about this Super Mario Brothers DVD is it's signed by all 4 hosts of Film Sack, 3 of which might be a forgery, but it's going to be yours if you are correct.
To say. I didn't sign nothing.
Wow, this is a hell of a
How do you
prize.
spell Dunaway, by the way? Really?
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
asking for a friend. Anyway,
Right.
that's
There's
what you're
six N's. Go ahead.
A-N-U-S.
Figure it out.
No.
Our topic today comes to us from 2 listeners who separately emailed me about this. Aaron McCabe, boy, my handwriting's crap, and Steven Sorza, both of whom suggested we do a topic about the 88 identifiable and recognized constellations in our starry sky.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, there are 88 constellations. Here's the deal. Mulligans are in play.
Do I get one right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
If you give me the Latin name for the constellation, you earn a mulligan.
What if
Because
I
we
give you? What if
know
I give
a
you
lot of
the?
these by their Latin name? Surprisingly.
What if I give you its nickname?
If you give its nickname, you still get the play. You still get the point, but you don't get a mulligan. So, for example, let's say there was a constellation called the Air Pump, and its Latin name was Antilla.
Okay.
Or
Please tell me
Antlia.
that's the thing. I would love for it to be the constellation Air Pump.
There
that what you
is
said?
a constellation Air Pump.
Is there really?
Its Latin name is Antlia.
Way.
Oh, that was the one
yeah.
I was going to use. Can I get a
Yeah.
mulligan now?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you get a
sorry.
mulligan for that.
You do not get a mulligan. I'm crossing that one out. There we go. I crossed
Oh.
out. Okay. All right. So, Jay, hearing the confidence level of our 2 hosts, who would you like to go first, and who do you think is going to win the whole thing?
Let's go with Brian to win and Scott to go first.
Okay, that is a good call, by the way.
Well, I can say that. Yeah.
Well, I know
Yeah, see?
some of these off the top of my head, I guess.
Well, I hope.
Andromeda.
Andromeda is a great one.
Okay.
That is the Latin name, so you have earned a mulligan. The English name or description is Princess of Ethiopia, but come on, I mean, who thinks of oh, look, there's the Princess of Ethiopia constellation.
I'm not going to know any of those. Oh, there is 1 or 2, I guess, that are kind of common.
Yeah,
but-
you'll figure it out along
Yeah.
the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Brian.
How about we go with the Taurus, the bull?
The Taurus. I see what you're doing here, and I approve. It is the bull. It is Taurus.
We've had this discussion before.
We probably have. I bet we had a bet we had a category in Battle Royale that was very similar to this
Yeah,
part
we
of
did.
it.
We did.
It was
You
how
now
many
have a mulligan
Ford,
as well, sir.
How many Ford car models can you name? Taurus.
Yes, that's it.
All right. Aries, I believe.
Aries is another good one to say.
There you go.
That is the Ram.
Right.
Not a Ford, but a Dodge, actually.
Oh.
yeah.
Very
They're
good.
Ram Tough is my understanding. Ram Tough. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. Back to Brian. We'll
Gonna
just
go
get
with
these 12
the-
out of the way.
Right. Let's exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Pisces in there. Get the fishes. Little
Pisces.
fishes there.
This also takes care of my name the Battlestar Galactica systems.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of shared stuff there.
Okay, back to Scott.
All right, I'll pronounce it the way I said it when I was a kid, and then I'll say it the way it's really said. When I was a kid, I would say Cassiopeia.
Oh.
And today I would say Cassiopeia.
Yeah, either one is good. That's the Queen of Ethiopia, not to be confused with the Princess of Ethiopia.
I know. Wow, Scott has more Ethiopian constellation knowledge than I thought. I might have to switch up my. No, I'm going with Virgo.
Virgo, good. The Virgin.
Oh, is that what that meant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on now.
So Brian, you're a Virgo. Just kidding.
No, I'm a Pisces, but thank you.
You're a fish. You're a fish.
I'm a fish, and a couple of fishes.
Well, then I'll do the one I am, because I was born in July, and also I think there's a constellation with this name. There would be, right? Because astrology.
Well, I'm looking at this right now.
Because of astrology.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say anything.
All right. Well, I'm a Cancer.
Cancer is indeed a
Look,
a
there's Cancer in the sky.
There kind of is right now. All that smoke is bad.
Right.
There's a little Cancer in the sky.
Carcinogens.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Cancer.
crab.
So Cancer's right? That's right.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. I don't know
Back
what
to
it
Brad?
actually is. What is?
You said something about a mulligan.
Yeah, you have a mulligan.
Okay.
You earned
right.
it on your
just automatically. Okay, I thought the mulligan was because I
Well,
named the
You earned
Latin
it because you said
and-
correct. You
Okay.
said Taurus, which is the Latin name for the bull.
Yeah.
Right. I said both. Okay, good. I'll make sure. Okay.
And Scott has one because he said Andromeda, which is the well-known name, the Latin name of the Princess of Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Libra.
Libra.
It is the scales.
It is the scales. Here it says balance, but come on, it's the scales.
Libra
Scales
is
are right,
balance.
scales.
That's
Come
interesting.
on. Come on.
I always thought it was. I don't know what I thought it was. I thought it was like justice or something. But I
Well,
think I'm
they-
confusing
They
scales
use
with
those
justice.
scales.
You'd be wrong.
and Justice.
Yeah, I think I've mixed all those up. All right, let's do. I assume Gemini's probably in there.
It's a good one to assume because Castor and Pollux are the two stars that make up the Gemini constellation.
All right, down with that.
Gemini.
The twins.
All right.
I'm starting to forget which ones we've said.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I have completely done that, so don't feel bad.
So I'm going to get off of that then.
I have a very
remember.
specific strategy here, and it's working for me so far.
Yeah,
so.
I've kind of I wasn't listening to Scott. He's real easy to ignore. So
Oh,
I'm going to go with I'm going to get outside those, and I'm going to go with a Pegasus.
Pegasus. Very good. The horse with wings.
The horse.
Pegasus.
Pegasus. And both Latin name and common name, both Pegasus, oddly enough.
Well, there's a Hydra. Hail Hydra.
There you go.
There is a Hydra. The sea
There you
serpent. Yep.
Gonna go with the scorpion.
Okay.
Wait,
It's a
why are you saying
scorpion.
okay? What does that mean?
Well, and actually, that's what you should say. Say
Okay.
that.
Say
Don't you
Scorp-
realize I cling to every word you say, Ibbot?
Yeah.
Now, here's why. You earned your mulligan, and you're not going to
Oh,
lose it.
Okay.
But if you were to say Scorpio, you would have lost it because the constellation name is Scorpius.
Ooh, I would have
Oh.
screwed
Yes,
that
but
up.
Scorpion is what the constellation is.
well, I
on.
didn't say Scorpio, though, did I?
Which is interesting because I thought all of these zodiac symbols were the same names, and maybe this
Oh,
list is
man.
different than the.
I did say
normal
Scorpion,
approved.
though, didn't I? When I
You did
said
say
it?
Scorpion.
Okay.
yeah.
Whew.
You did. You rocked us
But
like a
for whatever
hurricane.
reason-
Yeah.
Whatever reason, the National Astronomical Society lists it as Scorpius and not as Scorpio.
Yeah.
What was it again?
Astronomical Association.
Astronomical.
Uh-huh.
Is that their
Astronomical
name?
Association.
They're
That's
gonna
a word.
they're gonna stick with that.
That's a
That's what
word.
I'm going to stick with.
That seems all right. All right, I'm sticking with hippie lady words, so I'm going to go with Leo. Leo.
Oh, that's yeah.
Leo. That's
The
actually
lion.
mine.
Oh,
my
you're a
sign.
Leo. Okay. All right.
I'm a Leo.
Yeah, I got a little worried because I thought we might have mentioned that one. Ugh.
You did not.
Oh,
So
well, I know I didn't.
the International Astronomical Union, by the way, is the group.
Draco.
Okay. Draco.
Draco, the dragon. Very good.
Dragon.
Really? That's real?
That's
Of
real.
course it is.
I don't know. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Now
Right.
I don't remember if this one got said. Oh, no, it did because it's fish.
But which fish did we say?
You
Because
said-
there's
it was
multiple
Pisces.
fish.
Let's try.
Did we mention the salmon?
The salmon?
Salmon.
Orion, maybe?
Orion's a very good one. Yes, the hunter, Orion.
Right.
Okay.
Just really forgetting what we said.
Me too, dude. I don't remember anything you said. It's all running together now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hopping in and out of mythology, and also been trying to think of all the. I don't think we mentioned the lupus.
Lupus? There's no lupus. Wait, I mean, go ahead. Choose lupus.
It's not how you say it, but I always say lupus. Lupus. I'm going with Lupus.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wolf.
Lupus. Absolutely the
Oh,
wolf.
man.
Not the
constellation.
disease.
Frick.
Got me worried there for a second, though.
I know.
thought
Well,
said
that was
right.
my whole goal, Brian. Duh. Are you new here?
Jeez.
I thought lupus was a condition or something.
It is.
Well, it is as well.
it's the
but
wolf
also-
condition.
It's the wolf condition. Is it a wolf? Oh, lupin, like lupin. Or whatever.
Lichen,
Yeah.
and there's all kinds of words for it.
Remus, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't remember if we did this one or not. Let's just say it. Virgo.
Virgo, the Virgin.
Oh,
The
shit!
huge
We did
Brian
it
of
already!
Being.
Shit! Gosh dang it! I was trying so hard not to be the guy that repeated
I
one.
know
was
you were
trying
doing so
hard.
well.
God.
Oh, that was hard because all
That
those
was a
words...
challenge.
That was more of a memory challenge. Like remember.
It was absolutely a memory challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, frick. Okay.
Now, I only could think of, there's only two more that I really was sure we hadn't mentioned. I was kind of
Sure.
saving it, and I was afraid to say one because I figured Scott would get the other, but it would be
Oh,
Ursa Major
Yeah.
and then Ursa Minor were the
Yep,
two I was
both,
thinking.
both of the Big Bear and the Little Bear. Yep.
Yeah,
that's-
Big Bear.
Oh,
Bear.
could I have said Big Dipper, Little Dipper? Could I have
you
gotten
could
away
have
with
said
that?
Big Dipper,
Yeah.
Little Dipper. I would have accepted those as well. They wouldn't have been the Latin names, but you would have gotten them. Here's everything else. Apis, Aquarius. Nobody said Aquarius.
I couldn't remember.
Aquila, Ara, Auriga, Butes, Calium, Cameloparadolis.
Sagittarius! Sagittarius!
Sagittarius would have been one you could have said.
I thought it said
I forgot
Didn't I say-
I forgot the mulligan.
Oh no, you forgot the
Oh,
mulligan.
I could've mulliganed.
No.
So I
all
wasn't
the ones I
thinking.
just said, you can use Cameloparadolis. I'm taking that one and all the other ones, Aquarius and everything else off the table.
Oh my
Oh,
God. But what about the
jeez.
ones I mentioned? Oh.
Wait.
All right, so hold on. So Scott, yes, so you have your mulligan, so you need to give me an answer right away.
Big Dipper.
Actually, well,
Yeah.
you did say, you did shout. Oh, wow. Okay,
I did.
wait.
I did shout Sagittarius.
You did shout
yes.
Sagittarius.
Yes.
And let's give you
Yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah, give me that.
Because
At
in
this
saying all
point, this
these-
game has become so corrupt.
Yes, so exactly. Yes.
I
Alright.
think we should just give the prize away
No, this
regardless
is
of
good.
how it outcomes.
This is
And
good.
because Brian said both Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, and I said yes, and you could have said Big Dipper, Little Dipper, I'm not going to accept either of those.
Oh, come on. That was the one I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So it's on, still on, dude. It's still on.
Still
I take
on like
back the
Donkey
buzz.
Yeah, but I
So-
told you I knew like two more. And then you took a couple of them off the board.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, legacy podcasters.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
All right. Oh God.
Totally forgot
I'm
about
trying to remember what we've said now.
Yeah.
Oh God, because now we said all kinds of stuff.
They
Oh,
said
Lord.
all kinds of things.
Just so you know, Mulligan is not a star. Is not a constellation. You can't
Thanks,
use
man.
Mulligan.
You're the best.
Yeah, the Mulligan's star.
And actually, here's the funny thing: you used your mulligan, but you said Sagittarius, which earned your mulligan back, Scott. So
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Oh, right. Now I have a Mulligan back.
you know what? All right, Dead Polymer says Dunaway should get credit for Big and Little Dipper. You know what? I make the rules. Yes, okay.
Big Bear,
Brian
Little
Dunaway
Bear.
gets credit because that was the
Versus-
ones he knew. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm taking both of them. You can't use one and still hold on to the other. So I'm taking them both.
All right.
So I can say that now. Ursa
You
Major.
say that now. There you go.
Right.
Okay, now back
All
to
right.
Scott.
Big Bear,
All right,
Little
back to
Bear.
me.
There, I said it.
Back to me then. Well, this may have the
Listeners,
same.
Jay's winning either way. I mean, I think we've established that.
At this
Yeah,
point,
he's
we are
he's
just
won.
absolutely corrupt.
So
at
I have
this
one.
point.
I have one mulligan now. I have a mulligan still.
Yes, you have a
Okay.
mulligan. You can only ever have one.
I'm
Maximum.
so out of these. Pubis.
Pubis.
Okay. We'll
Pubis.
take that one out of there.
All right. Let me see. Let me
Here's
just
what, spell it.
is there-
Spell. Hold
is
on.
there
Hold
pubis?
on. Hold on. Spell it,
PUB.
because I want to see if you might be close on something.
Oh, Lord.
right.
There's something like a pubis.
I'll spell it PUBUS.
Okay, no.
Damn
Oh,
it.
That was nice though.
I changed it from IS because I thought maybe it wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So now your mulligan's gone. Now give you something else.
Damocles.
Oh my gosh, pretty. That's a really good one. Like the sword
that-
of Damocles.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
Yeah,
up there,
except
is it? It's not.
except
a
it's
thing.
not.
Gosh
Except
dang
it
it!
Except it doesn't exist in
Same
the night sky.
result.
But whatever.
Same freaking result.
What's funny is there's a pupis. P-U-P-P-I-S.
Oh no way,
Pupus.
dude!
Pupus. Yes.
I knew I was getting
It
close
might
to
be
it.
pronounced puppus, but it's the stern of the Argonauts ship. All right. Continuing back on, giving all the answers. Canis Venetaci, Canis Major, Canis Minor, Capricorn, Carina, Centaurus, Cepheus, Cetus, Chameleon, Circinius, Columba, Coma Berenices, Corona Australis, the southern crowns,
Oh, yeah.
or southern crown, Corona Borealis, the northern crown, Corvus, Crater, Crux, Cygnus, Delphinius, Dorado, Equilus, Arendanus, Eridanus,
Dorado.
Fornax, Grus, Hercules,
Did we say Hercules?
Nope, nobody said Hercules.
I thought we said Hercules.
Hydrus, Indus, Lacerta, Leo Minor, said Leo Major.
Oh,
Lepus,
that's
or
right.
just plain Leo is Leo Major. Lynx, Lyra, Mensa, Microscopium, Monoceros, or Unicorn, Musca, Norma, Octans, Pavo, Perseus, Phoenix, Pictor, Piscius Austrinius. Yeah, really. Pixis, Reticulum, Sagitta, and the Sagittarius, you said. Sculptor, Scooter and Serpent, Sextans, Telescopium, Triangulum, Australia, Tuscana, Villa, Volans, and Vulpecula.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
so there's
Tuscan,
a star constellation called sextant, and you use the sextant tool.
Yes.
Is that so?
Isn't
Is
that
it
crazy?
related?
It's
Yeah.
probably
Yes.
shaped like that.
It
It's
is.
probably shaped
I
like
mean,
that.
I know the sextant was used to navigate by stars, but it was specifically that star constellation.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to go back and look
Yes.
now. I don't remember.
So
all.
Jay, I think, has a weird connection, and his phone dropped again. But Jay, you won. If you're
Email
listening to
me,
us,
Jay.
Jay, I'm sure he's hearing us somehow, or those in the chat can make sure to remind him. But
Oh, I forgot one.
all you,
What's that?
What?
Mufasa
Yeah, Mufasa.
Yeah.
clearly became a
That's true,
star
yes.
constellation.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
I
the
think
Mufasa star.
T'Challa's dad in Black Panther became one as well, so I would have accepted either one of those.
There you go. So all you got to do is mail or email Brian, coverville@gmail.com, and he'll hook you up with these prizes. And they were
Snail mail
hard
it too,
fought.
That works as well.
Hard fought, and you won. What did I say? What did I do?
You said email. You said mail, and then you said email.
Oh.
And I said, he can use snail mail if he wants.
Oh, I thought I said something dumber. Today is.
Oh, there he is right there. eFink G4. Yep. Just email me eFink J4 or G4, and
Yep, you're all good, Jay. No stress.
but to make sure it's you, tell me the name of the statue behind the Capitol building in Concord, New Hampshire.
Yeah, if you can't do that, no sale.
I know it won't be you.
Yeah. Dunaway, well done. Later today, 3:30 Mountain Time.
Well
you and-
done. Don't pretend like any of that was well done.
Well, look, you still
Even
you
by
won
me.
it. You won the
All three
thing.
of us are at fault on
but
that.
I will tell you this: the last two of these we've done, I have laughed more. I don't know if it's been entertaining to the listeners, but I have had more entertainment for myself than we had.
Well, that's why we do it. I don't know if you knew that, but this is all for you.
Yeah.
I do it
It's
for
not
you.
really. It's not really. For the listeners. It's just for you, Brian.
Yeah, we just do it for
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do it again at 3:30 today for the Boop Show, talking video
Let's do
games. So check us out, 3:30 Mountain Time, live at frogpants.tv, or you can get the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Brian Dunaway, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Now that leaves us with time for one news story. It's time for the news brought to you by
There Will Be Dungeons, Dungeons and Dragons, right here on Frog Pants. Check out the entire archive and live episodes at therewillbedungeons.com.
Do it. We had a great session last night. It was great, and it burned my brain out. That's why I'm dumb.
Were dragons harmed in any way?
No dragons harmed. No dungeons crawled necessarily. I mean, we're technically in a dungeon, but it's an outdoor forest thing. But yeah, so neither dragons nor dungeons involved, except that it was Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. So enjoy. All right, I'm going to do this one story here.
Okay.
Would you buy, Brian? I'll ask you the question. Would you buy a $1,400 pair of overalls with fake grass stains, and Gucci is who's making them? Would you spend that money?
Sure. I mean, so I don't have to go and make my own grass stains. That's worth $900 alone.
Well, that's an interesting value proposition. I hadn't thought of that. That's exactly what you can do. The Gucci designers have created some strange items in the name of fashion, but now, by the way, that includes once Machino, or I think I say it, once released a clear dress that looked like a plastic dry cleaning bag. That was a thing.
Yeah.
There was that $1,000 sterling silver tin can thing by Tiffany & Co.
Just in case you want to look like one of the members of Dexy's Midnight Runners in the video for Come On Eileen. This is what you need.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to look like that?
Yes.
Well, now there's a new and very expensive garment raising eyebrows. It looks something like you might have in your closet. Gucci is selling overalls with fake grass stains on the legs for a cool $1,400. The luxury brand's eco-washed organic denim overall is made from organic cotton, specifically treated for a stained-like distressed effect, they say.
Wow.
Gucci says it was aiming for what it calls a grunge vibe. They're bringing it back. Grunge is coming back.
Fantastic. I hope that upon multiple washings, that grass stain won't accidentally come out, because I need that.
Yeah, I don't want. What if I apply one of these? I don't know, stain removers that claims to take out grass stains? Then what?
A stain stick, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, we have one of those. I like the stain stick. It works pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of a slob sometimes. I'll admit it. I'll get a little mustard here, a little jelly there. You know, I need a stain stick to get me out of trouble. It says here, Gucci explores a new take on the cult fabric. Cult fabric. Come on. It's denim.
Cult fabric.
Give me a break. Let's see. Reinterpreting it with different designs and washing techniques that blur the line between vintage and contemporary, says the description. Overalls may look like your favorite piece of work denim, all faded blue with strong grass stains near the bottom of the legs, but they bear one major difference: a Gucci label sewn into the back pocket and a price tag of $1,400 American dollars.
Fantastic.
Reserve yours today.
Let us know if you acquire a pair and tell us how comfortable and wonderful they are.
That will help us know how gullible and dumb you are. All right. Moving on. We're going to take a break. When we come back, time with Steven Schleicher. That'll be after, though, Bill, because Bill will be here first talking about his stuff. Yeah. So we'll do all of that. We got a mashup later. We got some emails, all kinds of cool stuff. Stick around. Brian, play us a song while we do so.
Sure. Let's go to Nashville for a glitter.
Good evening. I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
The morning stream. It's totes fat.
All right, we're back, everybody. That's one of those news people that was just reading the copy and not really paying attention to what he was saying.
Somebody in the back was on their last day having a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah, somebody freaking out. Oh, that's hilarious to me. All right. Hey, I feel bad for whoever died, but still, it's a pretty funny news thing. That was rad. That's one of my favorite songs I've heard on here. That was
Isn't that
good.
Great? Yeah, it's kind of a little Billie Eilish-y, a little.
I don't know what to compare that to. I really liked it, though. It was super good.
Except she doesn't mumble.
Tell people who that is again.
Yeah, that's the artist. The band is the Foxies, Foxies. Brand new single called Demolition. I checked out some of their earlier stuff this morning, and they've got a great song called Chewing Gum as well, with a great video that goes along with it. So
nice.
The Foxies. Check out their EP released earlier this year.
That's pretty great. Like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Punishprops.com's own Bill Duran heading in here.
Yeah.
Part of the festivities here this morning. Let's make that happen.
Your bat cave's open there, Bill.
It is Bill Duran from the Pacific Northwest and from the headquarters of punishprops.com and the Punish Props YouTube channel, which you should be subscribed to. If you're not, you're dumb. But you won't be if you just go sub to it. It's Bill. Hello, Bill. How are you?
Good morning, friends. I'm doing quite all right.
Oh, that's fantastic. Are you gearing up for fall? Are you feeling any of the festive fall feelings?
Have you made any pumpkin spice props?
Yeah. No, we haven't made any pumpkin spice props yet. No, I gotta go pick up some pumpkin spice barge glue.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. That smells wonderful.
There's steps you got to take. We understand, but let us know how that goes. In the meantime, I'd love to hear what you're working on these days. Bill comes on Mondays and talks about the world of making things. That's right. We're reaching out to you creatives out there and giving you some ideas on what you could be 3D printing or making out of foam, or mushing together with a piece of clay, or making on a computer, whatever. So, Bill, what are we doing this week?
We just put out a video like moments ago over on the old YouTube channel.
Nice.
We because continuing the trend where I am about 4 months behind everyone else, I finally started playing Animal Crossing.
Hey, you want a bunch of fossils?
Yeah. So Brittany and I wanted to make something from Animal Crossing. We started playing a couple months ago. We played a whole lot. And we figured it'd be fun to make a couple of props from the game, but the two of us. So we got a new video out featuring both Brittany and I teaming up to build a couple of props from Animal Crossing.
Nice.
Now, there's so many things you could make, right? Like a coffee maker or an arcade machine. Mm-hmm. Or or a giant rock with moss on it. There's so many things in Animal Crossing, right? Mm-hmm. But we wanted to make something that was iconic, and we figured the basic tools were a good choice, right? You've got a shovel, a net, fishing pole. These are things we could slingshot, yeah. Or we could have made the pole vaults. That would have been a quick one, huh? Right?
Oh, yeah, just make a stick.
I made a PVC pipe. Yeah.
Paint a PVC pipe brown, and you're all done.
Yep.
Right.
Because those are things that you use perpetually throughout the game. They're very, very iconic.
Right.
So we settled on the shovel and the bug net. A little more challenging than the pole vaulting pole. And we also figured, someday when we have conventions again, and we will.
Yeah.
These would make for a really great casual costume. So I could wear totally normal human clothing, but if I'm
comfortable shorts, and
absolutely, it. But if I'm carrying a shovel from Animal Crossing, then I'm cosplaying as my player from Animal Crossing.
Right.
Very, very easy.
Right.
This is good because you guys, you could have just gone to the store and gotten a net and a shovel, but these are very different than what you just get at the Ace Hardware or the Home
Definitely,
Depot.
Yeah. They are pretty cartoony. The proportions are a little different than although I will say we went for a walk the other day and a kid had left their toy shovel in front of a house that we walked by, and it looked pretty much just like the one from Animal Crossing. I could have just ran out and taken it, or gone and bought my own and been pretty much done. But they are a little bit cartoony, especially the bug net. Very, very cartoony.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
It's there's a proportion thing happening with the shovel thing where that front end is so much bigger than it would be if it was a normal shovel, right?
Yeah, the blade on it is quite large compared to the rest of the shovel.
Yeah.
So I made the shovel, and I made the blade and the sort of handle part out of EVA foam, as I am wont to do. And then the rest of it was just made from PVC pipe. So the shaft of it and the sort of grip part are made from PVC pipe. All stuff you could get. You can make it out of floor mats if you want from the hardware store. I used my fancy foam because I have a lot of it, and cut it all out with a knife and glued it all together with contact cement, and got myself a pretty nice looking shovel form out of it.
This is very cool.
Describe to me the split that you've made in the foam. Is that so that you can curve it,
Yes. So
Okay.
that's a dart. You would do the same thing in fabric if you're going to make sort of a complex curve out of a piece of fabric. You can do the same thing with foam. You put a dart in it, and then basically a pizza wedge shaped piece you cut out, and then when you glue it back together, that forces the foam into a complex curve.
Gotcha. Okay.
So very common sort of thing we do when we're trying to make flat pieces of material into three-dimensional rounded shapes.
Now I'm seeing where you're
part,
gluing it now, and it's like now it's making sense to me. I was like, oh, he's gonna have this like. For a minute, I thought this is gonna be like the GameCube version, which would show a break in your shovel, like a chip would start to form, and I think the axe maybe did that too back in the day. I don't think the new ones do.
Really?
They just straight up break now.
It gives you an indication that it's about to you better go start making a new one because this one's about to go.
Yeah, there used to be a thing with that, but I don't think they do that anymore, which is kind of a bummer. It was pretty cool at the time, but anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
The handle on my shovel, I made it removable. This is something we do with our props, especially bigger props. We will, as we're building them, measure the amount of room we have in our luggage and make the pieces so that we can break it down into small enough parts that the whole thing will fit in our luggage if we're going to take it with us out to a convention. So for the shovel, that meant being able to take the handle off. For the net, that meant the whole handle, where the kind of the hoop part meets the handle. We put a T connector there, PVC pipe T connector. So the PVC pipe connectors can just friction fit together, and it'll hold together while you're running around at the con. But they're loose enough that you can uncork it and jam it in your luggage. So we totally did that.
I think I could watch you cut through foam like it's butter all day.
It really reminds me how much I need to get my knives sharpened.
yeah, constantly sharpening our knives.
It's like visual ASMR for me. I love the look of how that just glides through your foam. That's just crazy.
Well, maybe then, Scott, I'll put together a supercut of all the footage I have of me cutting foam. It'll probably be like 20 or 30 hours worth.
Wow.
You can just put that on in the background and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I don't know what music I'd put, but there's something to that. There's something about watching that is just really satisfying. But anyway. It's very cool.
The net was made by Brittany, and most of that was PVC pipe, but we also used PEX pipe, which is polyethylene compared to vinyl, the PVC is made of.
Bends probably a lot better.
Yeah, we were hoping it would bend better, but at the diameter we got, we had to end up heating it to bend it. And with a pipe, especially like a PVC pipe, if you heat it and bend it, it can kink where the bend is because it will collapse on itself. So we filled the whole thing up with sand, which fills up the room inside of the pipe. And then when you bend it, it's not going to kink. You can slowly work at it to bend it into a circle, which is what Brittany did.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
did you dump out the sand afterwards so it wouldn't be heavy? Or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And we only got sand a little bit all over the place.
Well, at least no glitter.
No glitter this time.
Lucky you.
So that was heated into a hoop to make the circle and attached to a PVC pipe handle. And then the net was a piece of cloth, and we put a piece of aluminum armature wire in there so that the net was posable. So that when we pose for photos, you don't have to be physically swinging the net to keep it filled, right?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So it looks like it's in the process of being swung. That's great.
Yep. And then we added a butterfly that's on a wire. So that was also made out of foam. Nice and lightweight piece of 2mm foam to make the butterfly. And then we attached it on a wire so that it's a really thin silver wire. It's kind of hard to see, especially in photos. So it looks like there's a butterfly hovering just in front of the bug net. So again, when you're posing, it looks like the net is full when you're swinging at it, and there's a butterfly just in front of it that you're about to catch.
That's
my gosh, I found something I like even more. Belt sanding your foam.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. That is so rad.
Yeah, and that is technically sculpting if you can think about it. Sanding and removing that foam is a form of sculpting.
Yeah, it's like the old school. It's like taking marble and making the statue of David out of it. You got a big block and you got to turn it into a refined shape of some sort, and that's basically what you're doing. Instead of adding clay to something, you're removing it.
Yeah, so This would be subtractive sculpting versus additive sculpting.
Oh, see, there's a word. I didn't know there was a word for that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. That would be like a CNC router or mill that has a bit that cuts away material. That would be subtractive manufacturing. But your FDM 3D printer that deposits material, that is additive. And there are pros and cons to both, and limitations to both.
Sure.
So yeah.
You know what you need
additive
to do?
Versus subtractive.
You made that little bullet-sized thing, where you ground it down for this shovel.
Yep.
It makes me want a giant foam bullet bill.
Yeah, oh man, that's such a simple shape that could totally happen.
Oh my gosh, I would put that on the wall and never take it down. All right, well, this is fan-freaking-tastic. And are you pretty happy with the results? You like how things turned out?
Yeah, it was really fun. A fairly quick little project. I made patterns for the shovel if anyone wants to make their own. It was also just super duper fun to get back into the shop with Britt and make something together. We haven't done a big video or a build like this, and certainly not with the two of us on camera, and that was just an awful lot of fun.
Yeah. It's also a nice reminder that she's not super tall. You're just really short. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's totally it.
It can really confuse you when you see it, because you just think, wow, look how tall Brittany is. But really what it is look how short Bill is. That's terrible. I don't know why I'm saying that. I love your wife and you. And this is amazing. People should check it out. It's over at punishprops.com. Of course, Punish Props on YouTube is where I'm looking at it right now. And now I got to go find more cutting of foam. You should make a supercut. I'm telling you right now, it'd make money.
I've got plenty of footage.
Once again, very cool stuff. Do you have a bonus link for us this week?
I do. So this was a video that was on Wired a few months ago. It is a guy who does kinetic sculptures. And in fact, if you look up kinetic sculptures on YouTube, you'll find it. It's like the first video. His name is David C. Roy, and he makes these wall-hanging kinetic sculptures, mostly out of wood, that are all powered by... They're not motors. It's got like spring drives or weights that run these things. You want to talk about visual ASMR. Look at some of these things. They are so cool.
Look at that.
They are totally hypnotic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This
really
one that's
cool.
got like the pulleys and this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How is that working?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
It really kind of messes with your head, but it looks so cool.
It's gorgeous.
You could.
Jeez.
I bet I assume he sells these and makes just like
he does. And he's been doing this for 40 years, he says, and he's really particular about how they go together, and he tests them all to make sure they're all going to run correctly. And some of them he said he has that will run for like a day or two.
Oh,
really?
really?
That perfectly balanced and
right.
It's almost a perpetual machine, just about effectively anyway. That's really neat. I love this. That's really cool.
Oh, there's a pretty big gulf between perpetual and 2 days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, it's better than the 2 days is more than anything I can spin.
That's true.
I got nothing like that in this house that'll go that long. But that's really, really cool. All right, people, check that out. The title of that thing is it's on Wired, so you can just find it. But how this guy builds mesmerizing kinetic sculptures. It's part of their Obsessed series. Very cool. Bill Duran, everybody. He is punishprops.com, and you can find him right now there. So go check it out and look at more. Bill, have a fantastic week.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
next
Bill.
time. That's really neat. I'm going to watch the whole thing later.
Gosh, no kidding.
Very, very cool. All right.
Mesmerizing.
Major spoilers on his way. Boy, everyone freaking out saying I'm height shaming Bill. You guys, Bill and I are friends. That's different when you do that. It's like me saying, it's like me making a bald joke to Brian, or Brian making some joke about some dumb thing like my dumb dot on my head. We're all friends. That's the difference.
Exactly.
We're friends.
Yes.
We're not doing this to strangers. You understand how this works. Speaking of friends, we have one on the line, and he has a theme, and it goes like this. Whoops. Where is it? I can't find it. Here it is. Wow, we dodged the bullet. I was almost going to have to make Ibbott sing that instead of...
Which I could have done with harmony and multi-tracking.
Yeah, no problem at all. You're as good as Kadala Ha and then some. Anyway, hey, it's freaking Steven Schleicher. He's here. All the way from Hays, Kansas. Joins us from Majorspoilers.com. Steven, welcome to the show.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
Hi.
Hello, Steven.
It's nice to have you as always. How are you this week?
Oh, my arm's a little sore. Got my flu shot yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who was talking? Was it this show we were talking about this? Somebody said they got it was Tina.
Tina, yeah, she had the flu shot, and because they were out of thin needles because of COVID and stuff like that, they had to use a slightly thicker needle, and it left her arm hurting a lot more than usual.
We're going in today, so I guess I should brace for that.
Yeah.
Thicker gauge or whatever they're going to give me. Mm-hmm. Real excited. All right.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
It's it's our chance to talk to Steven about nerdy things, comic books, the world of stuff. Specifically, we're going to talk about, before we get to any of this, I want to talk about how you were forced to watch Mario Brothers, the movie, Super Mario Brothers, the movie, because we just did this on Film Sack, and it's come up in a lot of circles, conversations around this movie, what it means to people, why it sucks, why it's not bad, or whatever. But you have this very specific story, so please share it with us.
Yeah, so, I've talked before about my water heaters blowing up in the house and getting wet everywhere and having to kill. Let's take that back to maybe the very first time that happened to me. In 1993, I came home to my apartment one Sunday afternoon, and I walk in and there's water all over the floor, and I go back into the bedroom, and the water heater had blown up, and water had flooded the entire apartment. And so I called the landlord up, and he was a really cool guy I knew anyway. He came over, took a look at it, and he goes, well, how about you leave the house for a couple of hours? And when we come back, we'll have all this yanked up and fans going and all this stuff. And I was like, it's Sunday in Hays, Kansas. What am I going to do? And Mario Brothers was playing down at the theater. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go see this piece of crap.
Wow. While the plumbers are at your house.
Yes.
Wow.
You're watching the plumbers Mario and Luigi Mario.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious. And your impressions at the time, how did you feel after watching that?
I was just like, it's okay. It's a little weird. It doesn't really seem like it followed any kind of storyline from the video games, the Dennis Hopper playing, who's it, King Koopa or whoever he was. Yeah, it was just like, well, that's really weird. And those are some very different aesthetic takes on those video game characters.
Yeah.
But it was okay at the time. I mean, I walked out going, okay, well, I did that. Let's hope that my apartment's cleaned up when I get home. And sure enough,
was everything fine when you got back?
Well, no, I mean, it wasn't fine. I had fans going in my house for a week so they could dry everything out.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
And they gave me, I think, $500 to replace some of the stuff that got permanently damaged.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been really worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
There you go.
Yeah, you could have watched... I was trying to think of another
so
bad
there
movie
was the first and only time I ever watched the Mario Brothers movie.
Well, I can tell you from our recent experience, it's still bad, and you're good. It was fun to talk about. We had a blast, but boy, that movie, it's a real stinker. All right, let's talk about John Cena and his Peacemaker going direct to a series on HBO Max. This is before the Suicide Squad movie arrives. So
yeah, so if everyone's seen the trailer for the Suicide Squad, you know that John Cena is in there playing a character with this big shiny helmet, and he seems pretty tough. His character is called Peacemaker, and apparently people love this so much that he has gotten a green light from HBO Max to go direct to a series on this. Not any word on how many episodes it's going to be or when it's going to be released or anything like that. But for people who are like, wow, that's a pretty cool helmet that the Peacemaker wears, and I'm sure Bill will figure out a way to make up a costume of this pretty darn quick. That weird ridge that runs from one ear to the other, that's full of plastic explosives.
Really?
Is it really? Jeez.
Yes. In the original Charlton comic days, before it was acquired by DC Comics, Peacemaker would use a bunch of non-violent weapons to achieve peace. But the one thing that he always had around his head was a plastic explosive, so in case he ever needed to get into something. And it's always like, well, this is the dumbest thing. Put it around your belt, maybe. Put it down one leg.
It looks like he's got a rainbow on his head.
Yeah,
basically.
but put it right there between your ears, and that's the perfect thing. So that may tell you a little bit about this character and his mental state as he goes out and tries to achieve peace.
Wow. I don't know much about Peacemaker the character, but I do like John Cena, and I think I'm excited about this. I don't know
it should be interesting. I really want to see what they do with it in Suicide Squad to really know if they're going to get a good handle on this in a TV series. But I mean, it doesn't say who's going to James Gunn is going to write the series and direct a couple of episodes, including the pilot. So he's going to get a bunch of money off of that.
Yeah.
But I just want to kind of see what take they give on this. Is this a guy that's really out of touch and thinks that wearing explosives on his head is a good idea, especially when you're going to get punched and hit and bashed so many times from so many different things?
Yeah. The helmet is the thing that's supposed to protect you, and it's, you're literally walking around with a ticking time bomb on your head.
Yeah, and so knowing James Gunn, this could be, a kind of a sad comedic take on somebody who is very delusional.
Do we have any?
I just can't believe they're using the name The Suicide Squad as the sequel to Suicide Squad.
And this one, I believe, takes place before the Suicide Squad movie.
So it's a prequel.
Sounds like a
just
reset.
Adds the word "the," and that'll prevent some confusion.
It sounds like a reset to me. That's what this sounds like.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like them saying, "Well, maybe the movie didn't hit so hard, so maybe we do this again."
Will there be any other actors from the Suicide Squad? Not the Suicide Squad movie, but just the Suicide Squad movie?
It does not say, but it would not surprise me if we see a bunch of C-list characters popping up in this thing.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, but none of the same actors, as far as we know.
Not according to what this report over on Variety is talking about.
You're not going to get Margot Robbie over there talking about Mr. J or any of that,
right? Yeah, probably not.
So, James Gunn, who's directing the Suicide Squad movie, do we have any? What's the plan on that? Do we have a date or anything? Like, where are we on that thing?
2021.
Whenever we can safely go back to theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, August 6th, 2021 is the scheduled release date of The Suicide Squad.
All right. Based on what he did with Guardians, I'm pretty excited actually about what that looks like. Mm-hmm. But
don't get too excited about these movie release dates, because we have a whole bunch of movies that have been shifted once again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Black Widow is being moved. Was set to debut on November 6th. Looks like that is going to be a pushback. Black Widow is now going to open May 7th, 2021. It looks like all the Marvel movies have now been pushed, including Shang-Chi, which has only been pushed like a couple of months to July of 2021, from May to July. So that will be interesting. I'm pretty sure they have not even started production on that. And then there was one other Marvel movie that
I thought I saw a tweet from the dude from Kim's Convenience who's Shang-Chi. Mm-hmm. I thought I saw a tweet where he was talking about filming that day.
Oh, maybe they are.
Something.
I mean, I will say this, Canada and other countries outside of the U.S. have really somehow, I don't know how, have really gotten a handle on this pandemic thing. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, they're able to go back to work and they're able to produce things. But, I don't know what we're doing wrong here in the United States.
Yeah, I know New Zealand.
That from happening.
All the Avatar stuff is going on in New Zealand because they've got a handle on things, and James Cameron has been able to keep things on track. They just wrapped filming up on Avatar 2, and they're about 75% or 80% done on Avatar 3.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you know why? Because James Cameron has been replaced with a CGI James Cameron.
We can't transmit the COVID when you're CGI.
Yeah, and he's on a green screen, which is also on a green screen, and then that green screen is made to look like they're in front of another green screen. So he's got this covered, man. That guy knows what's up.
Yeah.
The Eternals is the other movie that got a date bump to November 5th.
It's funny because this is they were saying that this is the second longest gap we've ever had between MCU movies. The first being the one between Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels like forever since we saw Spider-Man Far From Home. It's been forever.
Yeah. Is that the last one? Really?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're right, because Endgame happened, and then all the talk was, oh, well, don't worry, Spider-Man will pick up the pieces at the tail end of that. Mm-hmm. And but even that's not technically MCU. I mean, it is continuity-wise, but it's still a Sony thing. So actual MCU Disney Marvel produced
solo
film hasn't happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But we are getting hopefully WandaVision by the end of the year. Hopefully
we'll get WandaVision, and maybe people will get excited. We know that there's a bunch of TV shows that are coming to Disney Plus that are Marvel related. We've got WandaVision, and we've got Loki, and just announced we're going to have Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., starring Samuel L. Jackson over Disney Plus as well.
Oh yeah, tell me about this.
There's one more thing you can add to your someday I will get to see these things.
Right, that is the key. Yeah.
Or I would presume that the Nick Fury thing, obviously focused on Nick Fury, but it will be See, this is tricky. This is a little bit like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like, well, you're not going to have your A-list MCUers in there, except Nick Fury. I'd call him A-list. But then what are you putting around him? Like, what is he doing? When is
the
this?
last time we saw him, he was on a Skrull ship, so...
Oh, you think it could be a series dealing with that?
The building of Sword, the Sword Station out there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird take. All right, I'm in, though. I'm in. Speaking
we
of
have
which,
no idea on when any of this stuff is coming.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Winter Soldier probably coming sooner.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's the
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh. It's like that movie's already out.
Yeah.
Well, we also are supposed to get a Hawkeye, a Moon Knight.
That's right.
A She-Hulk series that we were talking about last week.
That's Marvel. Yeah.
So my guess is, providing that everyone is still around, that the Nick Fury is not going to drop in 2021. This will be something that'll be a 2022, 2023 type series.
Is it bad that I've been reading Old Man Logan, as I mentioned last week, and didn't realize that it didn't end in 2005 with that single run with Mark Miller. They actually picked it up again in 2016, ran through 2018. I'm really loving it, like really, really loving it. And is it bad that I want a literal take on that? I know that Logan was kind of took a lot of the ideas from the Old Man Logan run and said, hey, here's our movie with Hugh Jackman and it's the future and he's old and blah, blah, blah and all that. But is it bad that I want like a literal take on this? Because there's some like Mad Maxy stuff in there. The world's hosed in that world. Like the villains, they've laid waste to everything. It's super cool. So am I dumb for wanting that? It'll never happen. They're never going to do that, right?
I mean, never say never. I mean, people were like, oh, you'll never see a series of movies that string together that build up to the Avengers. That'll never happen.
You'll never have the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's impossible. That'll be
Right,
impossible
exactly.
to happen.
Thanos,
and then we got there, so.
Who would do a talking raccoon? Never.
It'll never happen.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah.
Never say never with these guys, I guess.
Yep.
Anyway.
The Patton Oswalt MODOK thing is off the table, right? That's totally
I don't
not
know what
happening.
the status is on that.
I know What
my
If
guess
is still happening.
not.
or
Yeah,
still
What If
on
is
the
still
list.
happening. That's an animated thing, and the
Yeah.
MODOK was supposed to be animated as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with the animated stuff.
Okay.
What if?
Exactly.
Never mind. I was going to go somewhere, but I'm not going to go there now. All right,
Brian
Steve.
is just eagerly waiting all things MODOK.
I am totally, yes.
Yeah, that's all he cares about at this point.
So did you go back to the Lego store and buy the helicarrier?
No,
so you
not
get a MODOK?
for $150 or whatever it is. No, there's another one there that has it though. That's like 60, and that's on the Christmas list.
There you go.
But
The Christmas List. It's my favorite holiday short film. I can't wait for it again this year to be on the Hallmark Channel. Everybody tune in, 7 o'clock Thursday night, December 24th for the Christmas List.
Oh man, you guys need to come up with some ideas on the Hallmark Christmas Channel and Marvel movies.
Oh, that's a
mashing
great
up, and
idea.
What kind of stories would those tell? I would actually. You probably
I
could
smell a
do.
TMS film festival.
You know that Hawkeye series where he was just like, I forget who was the writer and the artist on that, but where he's just basically a loser and it was all shades of purple and he had pizza dog and everybody called him Hawkeye.
I loved that.
Yep.
That could totally be a Hallmark Christmas Channel adaptation.
I loved that run. That was so good. The art on that was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. In fact, you're the one that got me reading that. You were the one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Dastardly.
We introduced this now. It's going to be the next TMS Film Festival. Marvel Hallmark Christmas movie mashups, and Steven Schleicher is going to be one of our judges.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That also sounds like a lot of work. People are going to have to like.
It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be in costume. You could be, you're Black Widow hanging out in her hometown of Christmasville, Russia, and
Christmasville.
you see
Russia.
you see Black Adam from across the Starbucks, and you.
Okay, I'm in. This sounds like a great idea.
You would have to cosplay.
You're doing, what's her name? Jessica. Was it Jessica Jones?
Oh, Jessica Jones. Sure,
And
exactly.
She's trying to prevent the big private eye investigation agency from around the corner from taking over her small one, and she's firing off letters left and right to this guy, and then they're exchanging emails, and then suddenly by the end they realize, oh, we're in love with
Oh
one.
my God, you've been the Purple Man the whole time. Oh man.
Yeah, they
all
have
of a sudden I do find you very attractive.
Yeah, they just have their little Martha moment, and we're off to the races. Oh, I got to ask you about that. $70 million for Zack Snyder to finish or go back and refinish that movie. That seems insane to me.
I've got all the footage. I just need to edit it together.
That seems crazy. $70 million is
like
a lot of money.
Waste.
It does seem like a waste.
All I will say is that everybody who signed up for HBO Max on the announcement of the Snyder Cut, we know who the chumps are.
I guess
because
so.
they took all your money and they gave it to Zack Snyder so they could finish that film.
What if I signed up for HBO Max around the same time?
That's fine. But I'm saying specifically, oh my gosh, this Snyder Cut, I got to sign up for HBO Max today. Chump.
Yeah. If anyone did that, you're crazy. But also, now that it's happening and we know it's happening, I'm super curious. Like I want to see. I've
said before, this is like when you see it, it's the morbid curiosity.
Yeah, that's all this is. Like, are they going to do here? Okay, we heard this week that Henry Cavill's not doing reshoots, so they're not going to fix that mustache thing with a reshoot.
Nope.
Instead, will they spend a little of that $70 million on fixing that effed up CGI mustache removal thing? I hope so, because it is so bad. It's so bad.
That's really bad. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if all that money that's all they spend it on is they just deep fake that thing off of there and that's it? That's all they do. That'd be amazing. I would laugh so hard if the Snyder Cut is literally just fixing the mustache on Superman. That'd be great. And by the way, you know what would be better than the gnarly CGI lip that he had? Mm-hmm. Just leaving the mustache on Superman. That would have been better.
Totally fine with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Have him just rock a stash the whole time. Have Wonder Woman go, "Oh, you have a funny mustache. What is this about, Superman? Clark, what are you doing?" That's not
your Earth razors can't penetrate my Kryptonian facial hair.
Right.
So Silver Age wackiness. That Superman, when he used to have to shave, he would use his laser eyes and bounce it off a mirror and shave off his beard and mustache that way.
Yes.
Wow.
So really, there's like a shot of him in the mirror, like, shaving his face by using his heat vision.
Yeah.
Pinpointed on his.
Oh, that's amazing. I hear he's real great in that Enola Holmes thing, along with Billy Bobby Brown.
I haven't watched that, although I do follow him on Twitter and Instagram, which he's a great person to follow. He's such a nerd and a dork.
Yeah, he's a big dork.
Because he paints he's into Warhammer 40K, Scott. He paints the minis.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend he took part in some virtual run, and instead of how some ancient Greeks, you'd see somebody wearing the lion's head on top of their head as they go into battle. He's got a knitted lion's head that he wears, and then he runs around shirtless with that.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get some hotness in your feed, you definitely need to follow Henry Cavill.
Oh, he's great
in that look.
He's a nerd, and the women love him, and he's a nerd, and the men, some men love him.
The men
sure.
too.
That's fine. But he building his own PC and like chronicling it on Instagram. Still one of my favorite things on the planet. I'm a big Cavill fan. Cavill's all right with me.
Totally.
Make whatever he wants.
Totally.
Do whatever you need. Cock those arms and punch Tom Cruise in the bathroom. I'm ready. Let's do it.
There you go.
All right.
Watch him explode.
This is fantastic as always, and more great content like this can be found at majorspoilers.com. Anything you want to mention in particular there, Steven, before we go?
Oh, come visit the website. All sorts of good stuff up there. Comic book recommendations, reviews, podcasts, so much more. And until next time, remember, everybody, stay hydrated.
Oh, good. I have water right here. We're all fine here. Look at this giant water I have, Brian. It's huge.
Wow, look at that. It's smart even.
It's smart. Well, it was smart. It's full of water from my own house now. It's tap water in there, but a little less smart than it was.
Originally contained smart water, now contains pack lid water.
Yeah, pack. we like to make you pee. All right.
This is coffee, which is made with water, so there's something.
Is it staying warm because it's on your little
It is.
doohickey?
Totally is, yep. You
That's
can see
awesome.
a little glowy light saying, "I'm warm."
Oh, ember is the color of your energy. Literally your energy. All right. We're going to play a mashup. It's Monday, and it's time for the Monday morning mashup, although this one didn't say Monday morning mashup on it, which makes me think it may have been just intended as a bonus, but it doesn't matter because here it is. This is from Jamie. He puts these together. They're fantastic. It's called Scott Pronounces Things, Bundle of Sticks. So enjoy whatever the hell this is. Who is Brian Ibbett of Arvada, California? Shit. I typed out Calif shit.
Calif shit.
Great. Let's try it again. Kelsey Implicachichi. I don't know how you say that name. That name's weird. So I have some thats. Check out these thats. I wish I could speak English today. Here's a quote. Here's a quote. Gosh dang it. That The Last of Us Part 2 won't have any story. Says, yeah, that's not what he said, you dumbass. Sims 4 recently got a large update prior to the release of the douche, and it's available for pre-order now. It says, nope, sorry, let's start that over. That's all left up. This worm was a 4th stage larva of the Pseudoterranova razanavi.
You run to put extra doughs in there.
I do.
There's just one dough.
I do.
Pseudoterranova azorasi.
I can't figure it out. In the movie... Let's do that again. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. I get that right?
Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Thank you. A Dutchman named Antonio van Leeuwenhoek.
Sure.
I'm sure that was right.
Totally nailed that one.
Thousands of fans gathered in Sturgis to watch Smash Mouth in concert despite ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Smath Mouth. Starring Paul Bettany, Gam Giddentendit.
Sure.
And his name is weird. Gigandet. Is that right? Cam Gigandet? Do I have it right?
Yeah, that's nailed it.
Gigandet.
I don't know.
Bodies of Jose Ponce Aurelio.
I think that's areola.
Is it areola? It is. Probably the first initiative of its kind for Elevant, says Anegjiska Kazuskowski, the veterinarian in charge of the project.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Kazuskowski.
Nisa.
I can't say that name. That's a rough one.
Chikowska.
CZUJK.
Put that on a triple word score and you won Scrabble.
You just won the game, says Kevin Feig. He said this in a statement. Is it phage, feeg, fag? Oh, whoa, I almost said the F-A-G word. Not on purpose. I did not mean that to go that direction. Bundle of sticks, everybody. Smoking a cigarette. That's all I'm talking about. Some of those were taken from a video series, and I was like, wait a minute, what is it? Oh, yeah. Right. Talking video games and stuff. All right. Well, that was fantastic, Jamie. Well done. Thanks for capturing all my stupidity. I appreciate it.
Good work. He's doing the Lord's work.
He really is, truly. Truly. He has a special place in heaven when this is all over. All right. We are now going to read a quick email. This is a fan service.
Fan service!
It's a chance for somebody to promote a little project they're doing during these trying times. It's from Jinx621 in the chat. It says, my friends do a Twitch stream show that is a bit more exposure, or would like a little bit more exposure, and it would really help. I used to be on there more, but due to COVID, I had to step back. This is one way that I can help. If you go to twitch.tv/barelyfunctionalgamers, that's Barely Functional Gamers, all one word, run together on twitch.tv. You can find David and Chris, a couple of old school video game geeks who love to be creative. They play sci-fi, sandbox, pixel art, indie, and story-driven games, and lots of Space Engineers. That's a game. It's a fantastic game, by the way. Played that with Nick a lot when it first came out. Anyway, we love to collaborate with others. Every Thursday we put on a show called Isolation in conjunction with the Overlook Theater. We put our victim into a dark closet to play a horror game while we watch and make fun of them. And Friday, we have one called Server Wars, where we join the Old Fart gaming crew and battle it out in Space Engineers. Big thanks, Jinx621.
Awesome.
So there you go. Go check it out. Again, that is Barely Functional Gamers on twitch.tv/Barely Functional Gamers. Very nice.
Very cool.
Quick email from Mark, who I will not give his last name because I don't want him to get in trouble. But he says this. This is regarding that Travis Scott meal at McDonald's.
Okay? Oh, right. The special Travis Scott meal.
Yep. He says, as a current McDonald's worker, the Travis Scott meal has been the bane of my work week for the last 2 weeks. Luckily, today was the last day it is available at my location unless you use the app. The owners of my location own 8 in the local area, and we got shipments of quarter-pounder meat on Friday and were sold out by the end of the day Saturday at all locations.
Wow.
I had to call for a special shipment from the warehouse, which is just it was the first time in 2 years they have ever had to do that. As for the difference in the meals, the small patty, or 10-to-1, comes frozen and cooked up to 8 per tray and stored in a warmer until they're used. The quarters, or 4-to-1, come refrigerated, not frozen, so-called fresh, and is supposed to be cooked to order. So that's another little correction on what we thought about how they cook their meat. Anyway, yeah, if you didn't get the Travis Scott meal, and I think all of it's over now, but I did see a commercial on YouTube YouTube for this, and it's just Travis Scott going, "Yeah, man, freaking, you get this meal. It's got my name on it. Check it out. Well, I'm loving it," and that's the commercial. Like, that's really it.
What made it so special? Do you remember? Like,
I think
what was
it's
unique about
it? Was $6, and it was a quarter pounder thing. What else? Fries, a drink,
right,
and maybe some little paraphernalia. I don't remember.
Okay,
but they just call Sprite. That's why, because he's a big Sprite dude.
Oh, okay.
It had to be Sprite, and then that's it. And it's just Travis Scott. It's just his branded little combo. It feels like the biggest grift in the history of fast food to me.
Completely does, yes. We named after him and jacked up the price $3. And come enjoy one today.
So it's got barbecue sauce on it, the chat says.
Okay. Wow. Woo.
Okay. I mean, I can ask for that anyway. Can I go through the drive up and go, "Hey, can you Travis Scott my quarter pounder for me?" Will they,
just with
will they know what
sauce?
I mean?
Yeah. Can you just take one of those barbecue sauce packets that you use for the chicken nuggets and all over my quarter pounder, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you use them for the fries, they say in the chat? Okay,
Yeah,
well, whatever. All I'm saying is, it just seems weird to me. Right. And you know what? Good for him and all that. And also, by the way, finally started listening to some of his music. It's pretty trippy stuff. I like it. Nothing wrong with Travis Scott. All props to him and his success. But this is a weird tie-in. It's weird.
Very weird.
Anyway, thanks, Mark, for spilling the beans on how it worked there at your local franchise. And best of luck to you. That's going to do it for the show. Don't forget you can support the show at patreon.com/TMS. Really appreciate it if you would. We got a new month coming up. That makes a giant difference when people sign up at the end of the previous month, because it means we can do more the following month. So lots of great stuff happening in October. Head on over to patreon.com/TMS for everything else. frogpants.com/TMS. We will now get out of here, but only with music. And Brian has some music, although he has stepped away. I do not know where he went. Brian has stepped away from the microphone to breathe. Put down his headphones to go throw up. I don't know. There he is.
Okay. Sorry. Just had to prepare for today's request.
Oh, hold on. There. Now he's prepared for today's request. Brian, for those at home listening who can't see this, Brian's wearing a Spider-Man mask, and now we'll find out why. Brian, take it away.
That's right. All right. So we got an email from Stephanie who says, "Hello, Spooky and Brains. It's TMS's